Good morning, everyone, from this dreary day in Louisville, Kentucky. And today we'll be taking a Delta Airlines first-class flight from again here in Louisville to Atlanta, Georgia. A pretty typical route, so come along with me to see how they can do this. When we arrived at the airport, there was no need to stop at the check-in desk because we already checked in on our phone. And with first-class tickets comes TSA pre-check. And you already know I'm using that. Once I got out of security, I went to go find some breakfast because it was like 7 in the morning and I had nothing to eat before that. But here we are, the center of the terminal, where I realized the only thing to eat around here that's open is Starbucks, so I guess we're gonna do that. But first, I decided to go to the gate to take a look at the 737-900ER that would be taking us over to Atlanta today. Anyway, I went back to the Starbucks and got some food. I got a nice old breakfast sandwich and one of those strawberry refreshers. But then I had to run back to the gate because we had already started boarding. So let's do this. Here is our first look at the seat, 5D. Getting my bag under the seat in front of me was a little weird. I had to shove a little bit, maybe because it was kind of big that day. The legroom was very nice today, as it usually is. But anyway, we got not one, but 2 windows on this flight. I know, it's crazy. The seat was also pretty wide. Now, after sitting down, the first thing you will receive is a bottle of water, which I guess is pretty good considering how in most other airlines you gotta wait for the first drink service to come around. Now it's time to get acquainted with the IFE. Delta has one of the largest selections of games, shows, movies, and live TV I've ever seen. You're definitely gonna find something on here to watch, and if you don't, you probably aren't gonna watch anything at all. I mean, just look at this collection. If you're gonna watch something, I would recommend to watch The Steepest Climb. It's the documentary that Delta made where they detail how they made it through the COVID pandemic. It's honestly really good, and one of the things I actually watch on this flight. All seats have a built-in power supply, which is good if it's a long flight, but this one's only 50 minutes, so it doesn't really matter. It wasn't long before the flight attendant came around and got us drinks. I got the cranberry juice because why not? It's good. But before I knew it, we were pushing back from the gate. And we were off into the rainy sky. Quick bathroom tour. Of course it comes with a toilet, normal. Counter, you got some soap, a sink, a trash can, 2 rolls of toilet paper, and some wonderful mood lighting, as long as a mirror, and a diaper changing stand if you have a kid. But hey, if I turn around, it's yet another mirror. Wow, amazing. Once we reached our cruising altitude, the flight attendant came by with some snacks. I got some apple chips, some Biscoff to go along with my water. The tray table was nice and sturdy, and big enough to hold a meal if you're ever on one of those flights. So I set up my snacks and watched a movie. But if you fold the tray table in half, it makes it more suitable for snack services, where you can easily put your water, chips, and your Biscoff on there, with plenty of room left to spare, and also it looks pretty cool. Then right on schedule, we began our descent. As we began our final descent into Atlanta, I began thinking, what would I rate this flight? Well, let me tell you. As short-haul domestic first-class seats go, this was definitely one of the best, if not the best. The service was great as its flight attendant was coming around every little bit to check on you. You know what else was great? The IFE and the snack selections. So what would I rate this flight? I'd give it a solid 8 out of 10. And since this was my first video, it'd also be really great if you could like and subscribe. Because I want to thank you for flying with me, and I hope to see you back on board soon.